From sidekick to star, anti-hero to icon, Harley Quinn has come a long way since the 1990s when she was first introduced. Let's dive into her evolution from Batman's animated series to her bold new role in Joker, Folie.
I had a kitty once. You know, they don't always land on their feet. Look on the bright side. Tomorrow you'll be feeding hundreds of hungry cats.
Harley Quinn first burst onto the scene in 1992 in Batman the Animated Series, created by Paul Dini and Bruce Timm. Fun fact, she was originally intended as a one-off character. Voiced by the iconic Arlene Sorkin, Harley was introduced as Joker's devoted girlfriend and henchwoman. Her quirky humor and tragic love story quickly made her a fan favorite. Unlike most DC characters, Harley didn't start in the comics. Her animated debut was her origin. But what made Harley stand out was her complex relationship with the Joker. She was more than just a villain's sidekick. The audience saw her struggle with being in an abusive relationship, which added depth to her otherwise whimsical persona. Due to her massive popularity, Harley was introduced into the comic book world in the 1994 story Mad Love, which explored her backstory as Dr. Harleen Quinzel, a psychiatrist. Her quirky humor and tragic love story quickly made her a fan favorite in later adaptations. Throughout the early 2000s, Harley got her own comic series, which helped expand her beyond Joker's shadow. These stories explored her psychology, showing that she was more than just a love-struck sidekick. She was smart, strong, and capable of standing on her own, even if she was a bit chaotic. Fast forward to 2011, and DC's New 52 reboot gave Harley a more rebellious punk rock makeover. No more jester outfit. Now it was leather jackets, bright colors, and a baseball bat. Her personality also became more independent. She wasn't defined by the Joker anymore, marking her transition from villain to anti-hero. Margot Robbie's portrayal in Suicide Squad from 2016 took this new Harley to the big screen. Robbie brought a mix of humor, vulnerability, and toughness to the role, and fans were hooked. Harley was no longer just Joker's girl. She was her own force of nature. Then came HBO Max's Harley Quinn in 2019, which pushed the character even further. This version of Harley, voiced by Kaley Cuoco, is funny, foul-mouthed, and fully independent. The series leans into her newfound freedom, her breakup with the Joker, and her evolving relationship with Poison Ivy. The show is all about Harley discovering herself, growing from chaos-driven villain to someone with her own moral code. Plus, the comedic and adult tone made it a fresh take that resonated with both new and longtime fans. Now we arrive at the latest iteration, Joker, Folie. In this film, Lady Gaga steps into the role of Harley Quinn, bringing a darker, more grounded version of the character to life. Her take on Harley is sure to be a mix of psychological intensity and musical flair, which makes this Harley stand out from past versions. It's clear that Harley continues to evolve, sometimes whimsical, sometimes intense, but always true to her chaotic nature. Each new portrayal adds layers to her character, showing that Harley is one of the most dynamic and fascinating figures in comic book history. So what's your favorite version of Harley Quinn? Let me know in the comments down below, and be sure to stay tuned for the next deep dive.